What's up, guys? Today I want to talk about money, specifically how a freight broker makes money. And in most cases, when it comes to freight, at least these days, the freight gets quoted first, whether it's contract, whether it's spot freight. Typically, a customer reaches out to somebody and says, "Would you please quote this for me?" Or they put it out on a bid board and they say, "Please quote," and you have to submit your rates, and then you receive a tender if you win the freight based off of best rate, availability, however you frame your offer with your rate. From there, you have to then go out and secure a truck. Now, there's a few ways of doing this. You can have a dedicated network. You can have networks that you've already worked with in the past that you know run this area or region or lane, particularly if you've run it with them in the past. Or you can go out to spot boards, or you can reach out. There's a few different ways to reach out to carriers. But how a freight broker makes money is off of the spread. You have to create margin off of the load itself. So your quote is really what makes you money. It's not what you pay the carrier. You have to quote it correctly. So if it's a lane that picks up at 8 a.m. and opposed to, say it's a strict 8 a.m. appointment, opposed to a first come, first serve facility that could load up from 8 until 5, you're limiting your options because you need a carrier who was either empty the night before or had a very early delivery appointment whose hours are going to be started. You're limiting your options. If you're limiting your options, you're limiting your capacity. If you're limiting your capacity, you're going to want more money in the deal, in the load, in order to secure capacity at a profitable run rate. We make margin off the spread. You need to quote higher than you pay the truck, the carrier. So you need to quote your customer higher than you pay a carrier, and then you make your spread, and that spread should be based off of the value that you're providing. But it should also be a little bit of safety net. Your profit margin is your safety net. You have to quote with a margin of safety. So if you normally try to stay, say, you make 10 to 12% on a load, if it has an early morning pickup appointment, you're going to want an extra margin of safety. So you're going to quote it to try and make 15 to 18% or regularly 15 to 18%, knowing that you're going to have to spend a little bit more to secure that capacity early in the morning to make sure that your freight is taken care of and your customers are happy. You make margin off the spread. You quote your customer X, you pay the truck Y, and you make Z. That's how we make money. Take care.